fascinating case of Mr. Mayat against HMRC going to the tax tribunal to appeal against some discovery tax assessments. Now, what's interesting in this case is some of the comments in the judgment. Perhaps ironic in this particular instance is that although it's not strictly relevant to the judgment, there is reference, you can see above, to the case which is known as Cry Me a River. Now, I have to say, after reading this judgment, you might feel the same. What was interesting about this case was the offshore element, and there's a significant sum of money that HMRC analysed in bank records held in excess of £1.3 million in deposits in the Isle of Man and in the UK. Information was shared by the Isle of Man to HMRC, and you can see that this is recorded in the judgment. Information from banks operated on the Isle of Man regarding accounts held by the appellant. The thing that's interesting in this case is the fact that penalties in relation to offshore tax issues can stretch to, as you can see, 200% of the amount lost. And this arises from paragraph 14 of Schedule 18 of the Finance Act 2017, and where you can talk about the offshore 200% penalty potential. Hence my earlier reference to Crimea River and the irony about that, albeit I stress that the reference to the Crimea River versus HMRC case is in relation to how you assess witness credibility, not in relation to the 200% tax penalty. You can see the significance of the offshore angle in this particular case in respect to the Isle of Man. The appellant held 5 bank accounts in the Isle of Man, at least for the period of 6th of April 1999 to various November 2013. Take note, we are talking about periods going back to 1999, and because of the taxpayers' alleged deliberate conduct by HMRC, HMRC had the ability to go back a long period of time indeed. You can see what kind of a dim view HMRC took of the appellant's conduct here, where it says that he deliberately rendered to HMRC tax returns which he knew to be incorrect. What's more, there was further issues in relation to the taxpayer's conduct. It says the taxpayer has unjustifiably accused HMRC of impropriety and racism. Now, because of the deliberate conduct in relation to the matter, HMRC are entitled to go back 20 years. And you can see, for example, that in respect of some of the taxpayers, they didn't penalise the taxpayer the full 200%, but they got pretty close, 192.5% in relation to the 2012-2013 period, and going back from there to 1999 to 2000. So the lesson here has to be: deal with your taxes accurately, correctly, on time. If you're challenged by HMRC, get your house in order quickly, and don't act in a reasonable way with HMRC, otherwise there can be severe conduct issues arising. Questions, queries, concerns, give us a shout. We know Insolvency inside out.